guys! Welcome to Downtown Tailoring. In today's video, we are going to make some stocking fillers that will be great gift. So let's go! Get yourself a very nice elastic. I got this at my local fabric store and there are plenty of them, all kinds. And measure it at 19 inches and cut it. Then you go to your sewing machine and you are going to sew the two extremes together, and you are going to sew the two pieces almost together, like at 1/4 inch difference. And then you are going to fold the one that is in excess and sew it again, and then you will make it that flat and do a top stitch. So basically you are doing a flat fell seam, and you got right away, very easy, very fast, a headband that it can be used for keeping the hair out of the way to wash our face at night. This is a very nice fast gift. To make it look pretty in our stocking, I will use a very nice cardboard, and then I will measure more or less a little bit bigger than the size of my headband folded, and I will cut it out. And then after it's all cut, I will carve a little bit inside. I'm gonna make it in a kind of H shape by removing two rectangles in the center at the sides. And then when I have that, I can wrap my headband over it, and then I can just seal it with a very nice ribbon. I got those ribbons at the dollar store. These are so easy to make. I can see myself making them for a lot of people in my family, and it looks better than a store-bought. For my second gift, I'm using flannel. I choose package of matching colors so it looks nicer, and then you are going to look something rounded that is not too big, approximately 3 inches or so, and then you are going to take a little bit of terry cloth material. You can even use a towel too, and then I cut the same. And then I will prepare my serger. I reduce the length of the stitch and differential feet to make it look more dense. And then I go and serge all around. To serge circle, you have to kind of be pulling and pressing at the same time. You just imagine that you are exiting a highway in the UK. And here you go, you got yourself makeup remover pads. You know, if you don't want to waste any material, you can make them square. So you will cut 3 inches square to make exactly the same, or you can make it a little bit bigger, 3 inches and a half square. And instead of going to the serger, you can go to your sewing machine. You will cut as well your terry cloth material, and then what you are going to do, you are going to sew all the way around, leaving a little bit in one of the sides. And then after that, you are going to flip it inside out. And you know, in this case, usually when you are flipping square, you want to cut the sides. But in this case, these sides make the corners a little bit rounded, and that looks really good. And this is the result. This square is my favorite. This is the one that I have for sale on my Etsy shop. You can take a look of it if you like. The link is in the description box. As I said before, you can use the square, but in this case, I'm cutting it with the fleece. You can use 2 layers or 3 layers of the fleece together and then serge the corners. But I really don't like to serge square corners, so I did it again with the circle. And here you go, one that I did with hexagonal shape. And you wrap them all together and make a bow, and here you go. Very nice. These are all different presentation, and including a mesh laundry bag might be an excellent idea too. For our next gift, you will need 2 fat quarter. I'm using this in black and white, and of course, ideally it's better to wash the material, but I will just try to iron and see if it shrinks enough. So iron it all over, the 2 pieces, and then I will just put them together. And in this case, I don't have any pattern or anything, but I will just use one pencil and see more or less the size, and I am removing from the top what will be the excess of material. I think I'm removing around 4 inches from the top, and after I will remove the salvage from the edges, and I will make sure that both pieces are the same size. I will use this tape, a black tape, as a decoration and as well as a tie too. Then another good idea is to cut a piece of Plum interfacing. You can put one or two. In this case, I'm just using one. And then I will iron it to the side that will be in contact with the pencil. When I iron big pieces like this one, I will start from the center and then I go to all the edges. Then I will go to my sewing machine and I will just casually sew on top one of the tapes that I chose. Then I will check if I will put two or one. I'm presenting my job because I'm just designing now with the elastic, with the two tapes. And I kind of feel like a one tape, black tape, will look better than two. So I will just put one on this side and the other to the other side. It's my turn to put now the elastic, and for the elastic what I will do is just to do vertical lines all the way, and I will measure more or less the size that you need, trying with a pencil. And remember, in this case I'm doing like a pencil case, but you can do it for makeup brush and for tools. Like you can do this exactly the same for a lot of things. You just have to measure the elastic in a different way. And another thing that you have to take in count when you sew the elastic is to give a little bit of ease in between the elastic so it will be easier to put it. But don't do too much because the elastic tends to loosen up a little bit with the time. When I have all that done, the total height will be until here because I will fold one piece at the other side, and then I will have to remove from the back part a little bit. I measure it and I'm just now marking and cutting out the excess of this piece. Now I have one piece longer than the other, and I will sew in the two extremes. I will start with the top part, and then after I sew the top part, I will use another piece of tape just to cover the union. As I said before, this is just for decoration. It's not really part of the real job, but I think it looks nice. Then I will sew the bottom part, and after I sew this part, it's a good idea as well to sew one stay stitch. The stay stitch is not a must, but it will make your life easier when you try to fold it when it's done. Now I will iron my material, and remember that this is the bottom part, and then in the top part, one piece of the polka dot will go to the other side. And this is the way it looks, you see? Now I just need to fold this part and sew the edges. But before the edges, I have to prepare my ties. My ties will go in the center, and then I will go and put it inside out. I will stitch first the ties just to secure them, and then I will put everything inside out to sew the edges. I will make sure to fold backwards the lines on the top and at the bottom. Well, the bottom is easier to see, but the one at the top is more difficult. And then I will leave a piece of material, probably around 2 inches, and then I will flip it back and I will sew the edges. You can sew it by hand with a slip stitch to make it nicer, or you can just stitch it on top with the machine. And then after that, I'm making one stitch on the top just to secure everything. And then I will make sure to measure again my fold to see that it's nice. And then when I sew it the edges, I will sew over the fold. And then I will sew again over the fold 2 or 3 times just to make sure to have nice pockets. And here you go. This is the result. Now it's looking really good, and I can put my color pencils, any pencils, everything. And I will just roll it up, and this gift you don't even need to wrap it up because it's already wrapped by itself. And here you go. These are all our gifts that we made today. And as you can see, they are all easy to do. You can make them yourself and feel very proud that you did something with your hands, and people will like it. And please let me know in the comment if you like them, or if you want to learn something else that you feel like it will be easier for me to explain you. And if you find this video useful, please give us a like, and don't forget to subscribe, comment, share. Bye.